Greetings, everyone. Welcome to this pre recorded overview about the series of webinar workshops for the OJT at home arrangement. Internships allow students to learn by doing real work, addressing specified learning objectives, and being productively engaged in the workplace. They also promote hands on experience in a field of interest. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we cannot conduct traditional on-site internships. Alternative learning activities that may substitute for the internship experience are important to protect and support the educational and research missions to maintain academic excellence. To ensure that minimum health protocols are followed in the duration of students' internships, the Department of Computer Science proposes practical learning experiences for students through webinars and implementation of their research project. In the field of computer science, the following areas are essential in terms of industry application. First is the web development. Second is about mobile development, then UX design or what we call user experience designs. And next is about database systems. And last is on IoT or the Internet of Things and embedded systems. So as part of the student internship program in the BACS program, the goal of this webinar workshop series is for interns to acquire more knowledge with the following objectives. First is to provide areas for students to master before they are released in the actual field. Second is to gain more knowledge about workplace expectations in a specific industry. Third is to apply the acquired learnings for the research project proposal. And last is to perform workshops as output for topics discussed in every webinar. So here are the resource speakers on every webinar workshop topics. First is Mr. Nathaniel Ohinay. So he will be or she is the assigned speaker for the web development. So the topic of Mr. Nathaniel or Mr. Hinay is first the software development process in the industry. Second is the intro to Git, Node.js, and Vue.js. The learning outcomes for this webinar about web development is for interns to explore the design choices that makes Node.js unique, how this changes the way applications are built, and how systems of applications work most effectively in this model. Another is to gain foundational knowledge required to build robust production-ready applications with Vue. Another is to understand Git as one of the most prominent version control systems or VCS today that is widely used to handle small and large projects efficiently. And last is to create websites using various industry web-based development tools and strategies. This webinar is a live webinar via Zoom. So it is on July 31, Saturday. It is a whole day webinar. So everybody is requested to or required to attend on this whole day webinar, live webinar. So attendance is strictly monitored during this webinar. The second topic will be discussed or will be introduced by yours truly. My topic assigned is about Android or the mobile development, specifically on Android working on databases. So I will be discussing about SQLite and MySQL. The learning outcomes for this lecture or this topic is for interns to learn the basic knowledge in integrating applications to SQLite and MySQL. Then last is to create your first crude application using SQLite and MySQL. So this webinar is a pre-recorded webinar, so it will be refers to as another term for this is a lecture. So this is a pre-recorded lecture on and it will be released or will be given to you on August 2, Monday. Then the third topic will be discussed by Mr. Kennery V. Romero. So the topic of Mr. Romero is about the intro to UX design or user experience design. So the learning outcomes for this topic is to discuss the overview to UX, then for interns to understand the 6 stages of design process, then followed by and for interns to understand UX design process, and last is for you to create UX design using Adobe XD. So this lecture is a pre-recorded discussion and it will be given to you on August 9, Monday. Next lecture will be given to you by Mrs. Alma May B. Oxtero. Her topic will be on database normalization and SQL join queries. So the learning outcomes for this topic is for you to create relational database tables that incorporate entity integrity and referential integrity constraints, and for you to implement join queries in generating reports for database applications. It is This is a pre-recorded lecture and it will be given to you on August 16, Monday. Then the last topic will be given by will be discussed by Mr. Epifilwarden O. Amora. His topic will be on IoT or Internet of Things and embedded system development. So the learning outcomes for the topic is for you to learn the importance of IoT in society, the current components of typical IoT devices, and trends for the future IoT design considerations, constraints, and interfacing between the physical world and your device will be also covered. Then, for you to learn how to make design trade-offs between hardware and software. We'll also cover key components of networking to ensure that students understand how to connect their device to the internet. So this pre-recorded lecture will be given to you on August 23, still on Monday. So all of these webinar workshops, live or a pre-recorded lecture, each topic has an evaluation quiz after the webinar, after the live webinar or the pre-recorded is being given to you. Then also workshops will be given to you as output for this webinar workshop. So take note. Okay, so that's it for this resource speakers. So that's it for this pre-recorded overview about the series of webinar workshops for the OGT at home arrangement. If ever you have questions, Just drop in your questions at the comment section or at our GC. Thank you and God bless everyone.